pack? I mean, that would be, a question of what is packable?
Right. So, so the allergies that we manage in our house are milk, egg, peanut, tree nuts, hemp, mustard seed, all gluten-containing grains, fish, and shellfish. And then we avoid corn for the most part as well. And so when we travel, the non-perishables would be things like wow butter, because we can do soy, and that is a soy-based peanut butter alternative. And then sun butter, which is I prefer that one. And so that's the one that I eat the most. And that's just made from sunflower seeds. And so we pack those. So kind of like your traditional PB&J, we can take that on the road with us. And we have a bread. There's only one bread that exists on the market that we can safely eat. But I make sure I stock that. And then I know grocery stores along the way are co-op. I try to find co-ops in towns. Are always fun to explore. And I like to support local co-ops. And so I'll usually do my research on that. So we'll pack bread and then sliced turkey. My little one eats hot dogs. And we keep those in the cooler. And I know Target carries the sliced meat that we use, and then they also carry the hot dogs that we use, which is Applegate Farms. And
a lot of their products.
yeah. So it's very specific, that one brand. And then as far as other non-perishables, Enjoy Life is a company that makes all top 8 allergen-free products. And so we rely on a lot of their snacks. They make like individual bags of chips or cookies, that'll keep the kids occupied and happy on a long road trip.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then fresh fruit is easy for me to buy on the road. And I carry a paring knife with me. And so I can always cut up fresh fruit.
Normally we travel with our travel trailer, and we did take a trip at one point without it. And I went, I bought something that I need a knife for.
Right.
Paring knives, and I think one of my paring knives stayed in my truck for a year. It's like, that's where that is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So my packing list will have supplies, which will be things like paper towels and paper plates and disposable silverware, which I do try to wash as much as I can, but I know I can throw it away if I'm in a hurry in a hotel room.
Right.
And then my paring knife, I always bring Ziploc bags in every size under the sun, rubber bands to reclose containers, because I try to avoid Tupperware containers on the road. They take up too much space. And so we put everything in Ziploc bags. At home, I don't like to use plastic, but on the road, it's really essential.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And then we have a special pot that I use that can specifically be used in a microwave. And then it has the lid to it is actually a strainer. And so I can cook pasta in it, rice. I've cooked oatmeal in it in the hotel rooms. And then my food list, I separate by perishable and non-perishable. So we bring pasta, gluten-free pasta on the road. We bring allergen-free mac and cheese. That is something that only started in existence a couple years ago. And it has been fantastic to have traveling because I can cook it pretty easily in a microwave. So, but sweet potatoes, I cook those in the microwave on the road, and they're really easy.
You just puncture them and throw them in.
But my pre-cooked food, I have a long list of that as well. So I always pre-cook pasta, rice, quinoa, because then I saute vegetables or steam vegetables. So then if we're traveling in different hotel rooms, because we're just on the road for several days, each night I can kind of throw together a different combination. So I can do quinoa with one vegetable one night and then pasta with another vegetable the next night. So we don't feel like we eat the exact same thing every day.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've made burgers ahead of time that I knew was like just enough to last us 2 to 3 days, which would be safe to travel with. Black bean burgers. We eat fairly well on the road.